right, so we drove about 3 hours today. We were going to a state park here in Utah that said they had a walk-in spot available. We checked it all the way along the way, even like 5 minutes before we got there. We got there and it turns out someone reserved the walk-in spot. We didn't know that was possible, otherwise we tried to do that. But anyway, so we moved on and we pulled into this parking lot to find another place to stay, and then we did find a place that's about an hour and a half away. It's another state park. They're supposed to have really good service and all that. So we packed everything up, got ready to take off, and then the RV wouldn't start. Right now I'm hoping it's the battery, but we'll see what happens. We're kind of letting our car kind of hook up to it for a little while and see what happens, but we'll let you know.
Rev it.
So it started, so I'm pretty sure what happened is like a couple of you guys told us when we posted the video about our batteries, with it being the steps, that you think it was the front battery. I think you're 100% right, because it crapped out, you know, and once we got the car hooked up and we were revving it up, while I was trying to start it, it actually kicked on and went. Now without Katie revving it, it wasn't enough juice to actually start this engine. But we did get started, so we're gonna have to look into batteries and, you know, see how it's gonna work. I'm hoping that we can make it to the RV park, but we'll have to see what happens. All right, so we called O'Reilly's. There's one like literally 0.1 miles away, and they were kind enough to actually come over here and test our battery. And it does turn out that our battery is dead, pretty much straight trash. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out our old battery and then take it over there, get a new one, come over and put it back in. And as you can see, I'm actually removing the bottom grill. That's because our battery's way down here and it's pretty much impossible to reach from the top. So I've never done this before, so hopefully I can get it back on, but we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That's so awesome. What? We actually have the right piece. So we got the battery out. Wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought. So now I'm gonna head over to O'Reilly's, get a new one, and when I come back, we'll get it in. All right, so I got the battery out, went over to O'Reilly's, got our new battery, the Super Start Extreme. It's the same series, same model, should do the same job. And if you guys saw our video that we put up recently from our trip to Telluride, you'll notice that we had the same exact problem with our car about 3 weeks ago. But anyway, it was really awesome. I mean, we could have been anywhere. We could have been stuck on the side of the road at a rest stop. I mean, we stopped at like side pull-offs like 4 times a day. But instead it decided to quit working here with an O'Reilly's literally 0.1 miles away. We couldn't be happier about that. It really sucks that this happened, you know, an extra expense that you never want, and at the same time the park that we found is going to be closed when we get up there. Luckily we called them and they do have an honor system where we're able to just put cash in the box, so we're going to do that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this in here. And the first thing I want to note about getting this in here is that it doesn't just fit in there. So I have to bring it in, up and over to get it in there, and it's a real pain, so bear with me.
Do you need help?
You know what, just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this one will fit. Oh, well, actually, you don't want to tip these, so I'm not. Right. Whew. So that was not easy, but now that it's slid into position, I'm going to go ahead and take the bracer, which will hold it into the plate, and put it back into place. Oh, all right. Again, I want to say thank you to the viewers who watched our battery video and told us that it was probably the up front battery. I probably should have taken that into regard a little bit sooner. But anyway, here we are, and thanks for the input. And in the future, maybe we'll move forward with following your advice a little sooner. All right, that thing's going nowhere. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form a battery expert, but when we did change out the battery at O'Reilly's, the gentleman there informed me that you should always plug in the hot first and then the ground. So I'm going to follow his advice, and if I'm wrong and any of you guys have better advice for in the future, if I have to do this, I'd appreciate it if you let me know if I'm doing it the wrong way. If only I had the right tools. Oh man. Huh.
Where's McNally? Okay, McNally's just... Hi, McNally!
This won't go in. It's not catching the threads. It's Eric with the RV. I'm having a difficult time getting my ground to connect to the battery. It like won't connect, but I look at the threads and they all look okay. Hey Ron, it's Eric again. So I got this little bolt out, right? It's like it's half bolt, half like weird thing. Do you know if you guys have anything like any bolts that connect to those? Because it looks like it's just a little short. All right, so our bolt's not quite reaching the threads on the new battery, and as I look in here, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like one of our threads actually might be maybe a little worn down and flat, so that might be the issue. Anyway, we're gonna go see if they have another one over there, but we'll be right back. All right, so I just got back from O'Reilly's, and the bolt that we had that was stripped is actually called a battery cable bolt. I didn't know that, now I do, so in the future I'll know. And if you're replacing a battery and have a problem, it's a battery cable bolt, if it's the one that screws into the side. If it's the one that goes on top, you might need something different. But anyway, we got this, and the battery, by the way, we picked it up, it was about $160, and then the battery carriage or battery cable bolts were I think about $5. So just to know if you have to replace something like this, give you expectations. But anyway, We're gonna take these out and we're gonna see if it works. Oh my goodness, life is good. All right, all our cables are tight. Everything is good to go. I'm gonna run inside and we'll test the moment of truth. All right, so our battery is back running, or engine's back running, I should say, because of the new battery. I'm gonna go ahead and get this grill put back up here, and then we are gonna head up to the campground and hopefully get some rest tonight. And then, side note, I'll throw in just for fun, tomorrow is week 1 of the Falcons NFL season. Let's call it our redemption tour from last year. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching today. If you guys have any questions or comments or any advice for in the future, this is something I'm doing for the first time and learning it along the way. I hope it was helpful. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for viewing, and we'll see you guys again soon. Talk about good timing. It's just about to rain.
Such a good thing it was so close. Like, isn't that crazy how close it was?
So perfect.
Like, seriously.